Hey guys, today I bring for you a guitar solo from Slash. If you're a Slash fan, definitely you know this solo. And I will show you not only the solo is slow, but also I'll do a little bit of analysis of the solo, some key points of this solo, and also play the solo in a normal speed. I'm Everton Zaquini, and for you to start to learn this solo, get your guitar and come practice with me. Let's start with the solo slow, and what I'm gonna do, I won't play on the tempo. I'll play the solo slow and split in a little bit some parts. So between one part and the other, I'll give a little bit of time, okay? Let's start. Alright, so we saw the solo slow. Now let's understand a few points of the solo. Let's start with the chord progression. This solo is in the key of A minor, and most part of the solo it's the A minor blues scale or A minor pentatonic scale. Right before the solo we have this A, the A minor chord, preparing with the root note here. Then we're gonna start the rhythm part of the solo. On the rhythm part, then we're gonna have the chords. D minor, F major, G major, A minor, G, F, G, and A minor, G, F major, G, E major, F, G, and A minor. Now I'm gonna show you some key points here that is interesting for you to learn and that you can apply over your improvisation and on your solos. First is that many of the notes, especially the long notes of this solo, those notes will be following the chords. The first note here, when you start the solo, we have an A note, so right with the chord. Then we have D minor. The solo will start with the bend. So this bend, we're gonna reach the second note of D, but then coming back to the D note here. So basically, even that we're playing on the A minor pentatonic, so the shape of the scale for this part is this one here. Minor pentatonic or minor blues scale. We have some parts with the minor blues. Okay, this is the shape. So we start with this bend here, very common on this shape of the pentatonic scale. But then when you have D minor, so we're kind of playing and following the notes of the chords. Then we have passage here, F, G, and A minor. Over this A minor, we have this phrase here, going first from this pattern of the pentatonic and reaching this one here, but just reaching this C. Now the C note here is interesting because we have this note here with the blue note, this bend, reaching the C, which is the minor third of A. So one note of the A minor chord. this case, he's playing following the notes of the chords or aiming for some target notes that will be matching. Usually the best notes when you're improvising or creating a solo is that you aim for the notes of the chords when you have long notes, when you rest. Next part here we have F again, so then we have this phrase here. Now this bend here is interesting on fret 13, okay, so the shape here of the pentatonic is this one. With the root note on your A string, or the minor blues. You're gonna see the minor blues as well. Root note on the A string, and it's the A minor pentatonic. So in this part here, it's interesting. We're just playing the scale in sequence, and then from here, pentatonic. With this octave technique, you just play the scale in sequence until he reaches here the minor pentatonic again. At this point here, it's interesting. This bend on fret 13. This bend here it's not 2 whole steps. It's not 1.5. Or 1 whole step. It's kind of between 1.5 and 2 whole steps somewhere. Almost reaching 2 whole steps, but it doesn't reach. But it's very high, so be careful. Okay, with this bend. So after this bend here, very high, we have this lick on a minor blues scale. When he reaches the last note, it's A over the A chord, okay? Right, so this is another example when he reached the root, in this case the root note, the tonic note of the scale and the chord. One thing that is also important is that micro bends, like this quarter step bend here, because, and here, very bluesy influence from the blues when you get the minor third and bend a little bit down. Okay, so this phrase here. Very common, this kind of bend. Okay, on the next part we have this bends here over the F chord, G chord. Now that's when it's something really nice when you have this E major chord. So when he plays this E major chord, he plays the E major arpeggio. That's the notes of the triad of E major. I have here E, G sharp, D. The next chord is F. And then he plays the F arpeggio here. So E. And also on this E, when he plays, it's a E major 7, the arpeggio. And has here a flat 6, but play the main notes of the chord, because if you think about this chord here with the 7th, it would be a dominant chord, a 7th chord. In this case, so E and F. And then this note here. So this note here, when he plays, it's F as well. So over the F chord, you're kind of thinking about the notes of the F. So F. Moving back. So in this case, we have this bend here, which is the 7th, the major 7th. The root, the 5th. Now here has the 6th going to the major 7th. And when he reaches G, after this bend, and then this note here, it's D, right over the G chord. So it's playing following the chords. Bend again, and then to finish on A minor. And when he does this bend here, he reaches E, which is the 5th of A minor. So that's something that is really nice and that you should use on your solos as well. Aiming, you don't have basically to play lots of scales or the scale for each chord. Think about the scale, can be just pentatonic or the major or minor scale, but when you're playing, you aim for the notes of the chords that you're playing. For example, just using pentatonic scale, if you have A minor, root, or third, G. I play the G on a pentatonic scale, on this shape here, and on the F, the fifth of F. So A minor, G, and F. Fifth of G. But you can get the F note as well. Just get a little bit outside of the scale, getting the minor natural. Okay, just using the pentatonic scales, you can think something to follow the chords as well. It's important that you know the triads, which is your first, third, and fifth of each chord, and then you play. And if you follow especially the third, it's much better as well because you can give the function of the chord if it's major or minor. But these are tips for you to visualize on this solo that you can apply on your improvisations or on your solos. And when you learn a new solo, you can analyze and visualize these concepts when you're playing. It's nice that you learn solos. It's going to help you to improve on guitar, improve your technique. But if you want to apply these concepts, it's important that you analyze, and analyzing many solos, seeing what's happening, it's going to make you improve a lot on the guitar, and then you apply these things on your own songs, on improvisations, on solos. Alright, I will play the solo in the normal speed for you to follow. You can see the tabs as well. And remember, leave your like. It's very important to help this video reach more people. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. It also helps with the channel, help me to keep creating content for you. And leave a comment, what's your favorite solos, and if this analysis helped you to understand this solo. I will see you on the next lesson, and now you have the solo in the normal speed. See ya.